Hello everyone. Well, I had an interesting day today. And if you take a look at my previous videos about Cobb County schools, you'll see I said that they will label me a terrorist. See, the one wonderful thing about our country, and there's no other country like it in the world, we have a thing called the U.S. Constitution. And if you look at a lot of YouTube videos, when you mention it to a police officer, they laugh. They smile. Freedom of religion, freedom of press, freedom of speech, the First Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, Sixth Amendment, Second, Third, and the 14th Amendment, the right to due process. I mean, these are phenomenal things. I mean, the world is not a perfect place. Our country isn't perfect, but it is the best. But, like I said, I inform you that the Cobb County will label me as a terrorist. And today I had Sergeant Jones, I believe his name is, try to criminally trespass me from the school. Now, he wouldn't tell me why. He said it caused a disturbance. But he couldn't tell me what that disturbance was. See, what he did was he took the word of a person, the public school principal, Bill Prince. I think I'm saying his name right. Took his word that I was causing a disturbance and his friends. I wasn't. As you saw in my other two videos, here I am talking to the administration over at Cobb County, and they're accusing me of talking down to them and everything else under the sun. See, because if you disagree with them, no matter how you approach them, you're a terrorist. I don't know why this has become like a new thing for them. And you hear about things like systemic racism. Well, it's a systemic problem. Because what you do is you get these groups in power that just really, they're protecting their jobs. They got a nice salary, nice pay. They don't want people messing with their paychecks, heaven forbid. But overall, I mean, these are school teachers, school administrators, and you'd think they would know about the U.S. Constitution, teach it, learn it, love it. But you don't see that happening. So what this officer did was he heard one side of a story and went with it. He didn't care whether it was the truth or not. He didn't care of listening to both sides of the story. No, that's not what he did. And he admitted it was easy for him. He admitted on video that it just didn't matter. This is what he was doing. I've been a problem in the past. Now, he couldn't tell me why I was a problem in the past. But the mentality, they're secret police. They're treating this private police force, the school police, the regular police, but their jurisdiction is the school, as private servants with the power to arrest. If you disagree, if you have a different opinion, we will lock you up. Scary mentality, isn't it? To speak your mind, to express your opinion. There's one nice thing about YouTube and, public media now. There's a lot of these people are being caught. We're seeing school teachers, school principals being charged with rape and other crimes. Police in acts of racism. Police getting arrested. I mean, the police acting, tearing that guy in Georgia here out. The guy was a paraplegic. Ripped him out of the car like he was an animal. Did not care about this person or anything he was doing. That cop was going to violate him. The law and the Constitution and humanity be damned. His way, and it's the only way. Qualified immunity, people. HB 35, I think it is in Georgia. It's on the block to get chopped. I really need to get out there and vote. Because when these police act unlawfully, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect them. They've put themselves above the law. With qualified immunity, they could literally lie to you and break the law. And they're not accountable for it. That's insane. I didn't learn about that until later in life. That they had this power. Because, yeah, I mean, you read the Constitution and it's like, we're all created equal. No one is above the law. But we see time and time again, police officers, school administrators, breaking the law and nothing gets done about it. It's a strange thing. You'll notice with a lot of these schools, you know, you find out who the police are. You find out, oh yeah, the husband works on the police force. Oh, the teacher's parents, you know, are police officers. The teacher's husband or wife is a police officer. You know, things like that. It's a dark network. And it's not the easiest thing to uncover. And, you know, sometimes it's not always there. But you could see how these little dark networks could start festering. And it's something that really needs to be looked at. And you can see how it happens. You can see how racism happens. Don't think it doesn't. It's not so out in the open. It's more of a behind the scenes kind of thing. I mean, sometimes racism is straight out, hey, I can't stand him because of the color of his skin. But sometimes racism gets mistaken for other things too. Bigger hate. It's not just a hate of a person because of the color of their skin, their disability, their veteran status. I mean, it's just a group of friends and family just protecting their paychecks. And then inside of that, you see other things, you know? But please, take a look at the video. It's frightening how they acted. Take special note on how the Officer Jones, again, I'm not really sure on his name yet, how he acted once he saw that GoPro video camera on. His whole demeanor changed. He came running in there like he was gonna set the world on fire with his buddy behind him. Then he saw that camera. It slowed things down quite a bit. Be careful out there. Be safe. Always follow the law. And that's your protection. If you follow the law, hopefully you'll get justice. Our system works. Unfortunately for a lot of innocent people, it takes time. It reminds me of a school teacher that was raping boys up in upstate New York. A lot of the kids were reporting it, and the administrators didn't care. They blew it off like, oh, they're just bad kids trying to get a teacher in trouble. This teacher went on raping kids, raping little boys, for about 17 more years that I knew about before he finally got caught. 17 years this guy was reported in, and he finally got caught. That's what happens when they go into protection mode. Instead of following the laws, taking allegations seriously, doing proper investigations. Like today, that officer, Sergeant Jones, took one side of a story and acted with vengeance, and righteousness. It's hubris. Stay safe out there. Please, again, watch the video. Thank God for YouTube. Bye-bye.
Good morning, Cobb County Schools, please hold. Good morning, Cobb County Schools, please hold. Thank you for holding. How can I help you? We're open. Open for business. Okay. Bye. Thank you for holding. How may I help you? I'm good. How are you? Mm-hmm. Okay, let me transfer you to Human Resources, okay? Hold on. Sure. Okay, she said that they can get your name and number, and someone from the academic department can call you since it's a curriculum question.
Well, no, it's not a curriculum question. It's an administrative question because it's about the curriculum. It's not the curriculum itself, but the actual the application. It's the application of the curriculum that I have a question about, not the curriculum itself.
Hey.
That has a ring to it.
Yes.
High school administrator by day, sports car collectible guy, administrator at night. What do you think?
Sure, it does have a ring to it. It is 1020. Pretty good.
Not too bad.
Yeah. See you later.
So your question isn't about curriculum, it's about,
The application of the curriculum,
so how it's being taught.
how it's being given, not how it's being taught, how it's being administered.
Okay.
So it's an administrative question.
Like how it was determined or something, or
How it's administered.
like, what do you mean by that?
Well, someone made something part of a curriculum that was an administrative decision.
Okay.
The administrators had to go over information, review the information before it was put into the curriculum. So I need to find out what that process is, who was
Process for
who
how things are chosen for the curriculum.
for this particular issue, and who okayed it, and what was used to okay it.
Okay.
Tell them I need to talk to someone.
I'm trying real hard.
And
Hey, okay, so he said he doesn't really think he needs to speak to someone in curriculum because his question is more about like how that particular material got chosen and approved and who approved it. Okay, she said that would still be the academic department.
no, and I also need to talk to them about a letter that I received about them restricting my speech to certain people in the school. And I needed to know under what authority they're using to restrict me in such a manner.
Okay. He also wanted to speak to someone about a letter he received that basically restricted his
My speech.
Speech to certain, I guess, employees or.
Yes, and since they're public employees, they don't have that authority to do that, and I want to find out what authority they're using to stop me from talking to public employees,
So he was
civil servants.
wanting to get some clarification on what authority they had to do that. The no trespass, yeah.
In order to trespass me, I would have had to have committed a crime.
What was that? Okay. Okay, sounds good, thanks. Okay, she's gonna look into that second part and call me back.
Yeah, how are you?
Are you Mr. Convolucci?
Yeah,
Awesome. Wanted to make sure that you got this because we had some problem with the mail. You didn't get this. This is a criminal trespass warning for
What
Camp
crime?
Elementary.
what crime have I committed?
None.
Down here speaking.
So how can it be a criminal trespass?
It's a warning.
Yeah,
How can you give me a warning without committing a crime?
just wanted you to know.
What is your name?
Sergeant Jones,
What's your badge number?
14807.
Okay, how can you give me a criminal trespass without committing a crime?
It's easy.
It is? Under what law can you do that?
Georgia Code 16721.
Can you read that, please?
You can. All right. What I need you to do is sign for me right
I
here.
will not be signing anything.
Okay. Refuse to sign.
I'm not refusing. You have to
You
tell me, what crime I'm committing.
You have not committed any crime.
I haven't
Trying
committed
to
a
prevent
crime.
you from committing a crime.
I have committed no crime, and you
You're-
admitted to me not committing a crime.
Mr. Condoleezza, you're being put on notice. You are not to go to Kemp Elementary School. Okay?
Why?
If you appear at Kemp Elementary School,
Why?
listen, without
Can I get your name and badge number? I need to
Mr.
get.
Condoleezza,
Can I get your name and badge number,
Mr.
please?
Condoleezza, you're going to have to talk to me first.
I did. I need to get his name
No.
and badge number because
He'll
he's
give
here.
it to you in just a moment. All right? If you go to Kemp Elementary School without being invited in writing by the principal or their designee, then you will be arrested for criminal trespass.
Why?
Because you're being told that you are not welcome there at the school.
Why?
And it is school property. They can control who
Why?
goes there. Because
It's
they asked you to.
it's a public school.
It is a public school.
What crime have I committed?
None.
I've committed no crime, but you're trespassing me.
Yes.
And I need your name
W.M. Doolin,
and your badge number.
16047.
Are you Cobb County Police or are you something?
County
School
School.
District Police Department.
And they follow the same rules as a regular police department, correct?
You are correct.
Again, why am I being trespassed for what crime?
Because the principal does not want you there.
Just because he doesn't want me there doesn't mean he could trespass me.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
He's a public employee. And that's a public school.
Yep, and apparently you've caused a disruption there in the past.
What disruption?
All right, here's your
I'm
copy.
demanding to know what disruption I've made in the past. I'm not taking that.
Okay, well, you've been served. We have our own copy of the video.
Mhm.
So,
What,
you have a great
what
day.
video? I want to know what video you're referring to.
This video of this encounter where you.
And you said I committed a disruption. I want to know what that disruption is.
I don't know.
So you're giving me a trespass on something you don't know about.
Yes,
Okay, that's
on
good
behalf
information.
of the school district.
So you're giving me a trespass. I want to repeat that on an issue you do not know about.
Yes,
Okay.
all right.
What is your name? And what is your badge number?
14453.
You don't remember that, huh? It was a hard one. Yeah, no, it's all right. But do you know why I'm being trespassed?
I just came in, sir.
Okay, because I still don't know why I'm being trespassed. They said there was some kind of a disturbance, but I yet to be informed of what that disturbance was.
Don't know, but don't go back, all right?
If you could
Unless
tell me
you-
why, if you could tell me why,
It doesn't matter if I tell you why or
that's an
not.
unlawful trespass.
If you go back.
That's an
you will be-
unlawful?
Yes. you
That is
will
an
be arrested.
unlawful trespass.
Yes, if you go back, it is an unlawful trespass and you will be arrested.
No, you're giving me an unlawful trespass.
Well, that's something for you to take up with somebody else, not with me. All right?
And
Have
what
a great
department do you work out of? Because I'm gonna be filing a complaint on you.
day. Okay, go ahead. It's Cobb County School District Police.
Where is that? What's the location?
The location is 650 South Cobb Drive.
650 South Cobb Drive.
All right?
Is
Have
that,
a great day.
is that this direction?
No.
All right, Bill? 650 South Cobb Drive is across, you go out onto South Cobb Drive, there's an entry point over gate 5, I believe it is. So you go out.
So when you go out of this parking lot here?
Around, go out to South Cobb Drive, go right to South Cobb Drive, and gate 5 is over there. 650 South Cobb Drive is the building, the warehouse building, the police department headquarters is there, right off of South Cobb Drive.
Okay. So now, since they refused to answer any questions, I tried to ask them questions and they tried to give me a trespass that they knew nothing about. What's that about?
I've come at the tail end, sir. I don't know what all
Good morning,
transpired.
Cobb County Schools.
So now, what's the trespass law?
Sure.
That's littering, by the way.
It's not littering, sir.
Sure, throwing paper on the ground?
That,
My understanding
I
is
would
you've
call
already been
your
given
school and confirm it.
the criminal trespass warning for
Yeah,
Kemp.
they'll know.
That's incorrect.
I feel like they did, because
That's incorrect. I've never been given a trespass for camp.
I knew they did, but I would just double check with your school. Yeah. No problem.
It's my understanding that you have that document there.
No, I have not.
That document there that you had just issued, that you refused to take, was from the sergeant from the police.
He couldn't tell me what the trespass was for.
Well, he is not familiar with the circumstances at Kemp. However,
But he is the authority issuing the warning. So how can he issue a warning without knowing the information? He
the,
just blindly went ahead and how does he know that the administrator didn't commit a crime and he's trying to hide it? We are all treated equally under the law, under the U.S. Constitution. Everyone is equal. Why is the principal at Kemp being given this privilege that his word is being believed above mine? Because under the U.S. Constitution, we are all treated equal and created equally.
the principal has the authority to issue the circumstances that generates the
Careful.
criminal trespass warrant.
There has to be a disturbance.
There's a number of reasons why criminal trespass,
And I have yet to be told what that is.
well, that's an issue you should take up with Kemp.
That's an issue I took up with the issuing officer who was unable to give me that information.
You can contact the school. You're precluded from going onto the school property.
I'm here at the administrative building and I want to know why from the administration.
That's information that they need to get from the school.
Well, that's why I'm here. I want to find out why this was issued.
Good morning, Cobb County Schools. How may I direct your call?
Have a seat, sir.
Yeah. I demand to know why this is
Have a
being
seat,
issued.
sir.
I'm not going to be sitting.
Well, I need you to move away from the counter because you are now disturbing the secretary here.
How am I disturbing? I'm leaning against the counter because I have MS.
She's trying to make contact.
I'm a disabled veteran who has MS,
Okay.
and I need to lean against things in order to stand.
Do you want me to?
Because I have a terrible gait,
Okay.
which I have a service dog to help me out with it. I didn't bring my service dog today, but I do have a hard time standing, so I do need to lean against things
I would suggest
sometimes.
you lean on this over here because you are starting to disrupt the receptionist here. So I'm asking if you would go over here.
How am I disrupting? I'm in a public area,
Yes, you are.
and if
Okay,
she needs to,
I'm
she
asking
could
you to come-
create privacy.
She has an obligation to protect the people who she's on the phone with. If she's having difficulty communicating with a person because of the conversation that we're having here, now you are starting to disrupt the receptionist. All I'm asking you to do is step over here.
Officer Bradford.
Lean over here.
Officer
So that we're not
Bradford.
disrupting the receptionist. Is that hard to comprehend?
Officer Bradford.
Yes.
You have the responsibility to uphold the U.S. Constitution. This is a public building.
It is.
I am a public lobby.
Yes, you are.
I'm talking in a normal tone of voice.
Right now, to
Yep.
be away from here. You wanted to stand over there. I'm asking you to step over here so we're not disrupting the receptionist. Is that too much to ask of you?
Standing here is not disrupting.
She's having to put her finger in her ear so she can
Well,
hear.
that's because of the echo in the building.
Those are the circumstances and the reality that we're dealing with right now. All I'm asking you to do is step over here so we can have a conversation over here without disrupting the reception.
I'm quite a ways away from the desk. Look,
So do you not?
look.
Okay.
I'm behind the
I'll be-
line.
I'll be right back.
If not, call me back and I'll transfer you to someone, okay, hold on one moment. I think, yeah, I think Officer Phil's, he's been talking to him, so, okay. Yeah, Phil. Yeah, you might need to get a better update. Yeah, okay, thanks. All right, bye. What school trip though? Was it like a scheduling thing or a bookkeeping issue? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Okay, sure. Okay, so you just need to call over to Varner, and your ASP bookkeeper is Miss Moore.
Doesn't Nellie want
She should be able
to
to.
say I'm disturbing things because I'm standing too close to the receptionist desk? It's nuts.
My boss is gonna come down and sign it. How are you? Good, good.
Does she know you're here?
Yeah, I just texted her.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm good. Your keys are here. Okay, bye.
Do you know where he went?
Oh, I thought what did he tell you? I have no idea.
I'm not sure what he said either, but he walked off.
Okay,
Is there any way you could call and find out what he's doing? I'm not really sure what he's doing.
yeah, I can, yeah. Hey, it's Heather. The gentleman, wants to know if you're coming back or if, like, okay. Okay, thank you. Bye. He said he was, going to speak to some people and he was coming back for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really easy. Are you planning on moving or is it the same address? Okay, okay, so to find out what school he's gonna be going to, you just need to go to, our website, it's cobbk12.org. And in the top right hand corner is a search bar. And you can just type in the words bus route. And it'll pull up a whole bunch of results, but the very top result is called the bus route finder page. And that will let you, enter your address. Like the very first line says, please click here to enter your address and the bus route information. So you just click on that and put your change
I'm over here.
I'll be back.
What's happening?
I'm in consultation, some of the supervisors will come back down and check.
With who?
Sir,
I didn't hear you.
I am in consultation with some of the district supervision and we'll be back.
Do you know how long it'll be
It'll be
take?
about 15, 20 minutes.
That's a long time.
It is, but I'm sure that due to the significance of your issue that you're willing to wait so that we get an appropriate response. That we
Well, I have been waiting a significant amount of time.
But it takes time, sir.
I still don't understand what's going on.
K12.org, cobbk12.org, the top right hand corner.
So what we're gonna do is come back on another day because they just issued a illegal and unlawful trespass. So we need to find out what the trespass was for. The police officer did not know what the trespass was for. The school police didn't know what the trespass was for, but they did state it was a disturbance, and no disturbance has been said or stated. So that was an unlawful trespass. So I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna go get a drink.
Hold on just a second, okay? I have a gentleman in the lobby with a question for him.
So I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna go get a drink.
Do you know about when he'll be back?
Oh, I'm just gonna run up to the store. Take me about 15, 20 minutes. The officers that came in were not expecting me to have the GoPro on. But what you just saw there is the police trying to give me a trespass without breaking a law. That's unlawful trespass.